Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of Pan the Organizer. So today I'm presenting a brand new professional grade ceramic coating that you guys will be able to purchase for a limited time. It's from a company called DuraSlic. Now it's a brand new coating and here it is. It's the DuraSlic DS 1500 Xtreme Nano Ceramic Coating, up to 7 years of protection. Of course, you get all the crazy gloss, hydrophobic properties, but some innovation because it's the first coating that also claims to have oleophobic properties, meaning it protects also against, well, oils and stuff of that nature. So you get the entire spectrum of protection, right? So you not only get protection against water, against chemicals, against UV rays, and also a bunch of different contamination that might be out there, and corrosion protection as well, but you get hydrophobic properties, so water beading and water sheeting, and for the first time, at least that I'm aware of, something that also gives you oleophobic protection. So protection against oils, against tar, against IPA, a bunch of awesome stuff, including traffic film that often accumulates, right? That oily substance on your vehicle that's hard to remove. So yeah, lots of promises. Of course, we're going to dive deep into the technology. You're going to see a full demo on a vehicle. So I'll give you all the tips and tricks on how to properly apply this. And obviously, if you get to try this for yourself, it's only going to be available for a limited time to the public. I was able to twist their arms so we can offer this to my viewers because you guys have a lot more knowledge than the average Joe on a proper car detailing. Well, if you love it enough, and you might be even a professional car detailer, where you can be apply to become an authorized installer of this. So stay tuned till the end for all the cool details. It's going to be an exciting one, guys. So you know the drill. Without further ado, stay tuned. Let's go ahead and start the show. So hey guys, I'm Pan, welcome to the show. I hope you guys are having a great day, so let's dig right into it. Oh, but before we go ahead and do so, if you want to continue to learn more about car detailing, all the products, equipment, tips, tricks, and techniques, make sure that you click the subscribe button that's found under this video, and that way you'll subscribe to my channel and never miss my future videos. And while you're at it, hit the bell icon, and that way you'll be notified every time I upload a video to YouTube. Also, because this is a limited time deal, guys, only available to the Pan the Organizer subscribers and followers, well, I'm going to drop the links in the description under the video for you guys to check the products out, including the main focus of this video. Once again, the DuraSlic DS 1500 Xtreme Nano Ceramic Coating, also known as glass coatings or ceramic coatings. Basically a 7-year plus of protection on your paintwork, exterior plastics, your wheels and glass as well. So it can be applied pretty much to all exterior surfaces. In reality, this can last up to 10 years in their testing, but of course, because scientists always love to give themselves a bit of leeway, they deducted 30% from that. So you're guaranteed to get at least 7 years of protection, because obviously the long-term durability always depends on which type of environment you live in. Is it a sunny place? Is it an area where you get a lot of snow and road salts, all that kind of stuff? Is it a daily driven vehicle? How much mileage? Is it garage kept? So many factors influence durability. But this one here, because it is pro grade, well, 7+ years of protection. The good thing about this though, is it's not a traditional coating. They bring some innovation to the table, because DuraSlic is known for their coatings in the chemicals and electronics world, so more in the industrial side of things, but they decided to dive into the automotive world because their tech or their technology and their blend was so good, and so they came out with this DS 1500 Xtreme ceramic coating. Only one coat is needed. Super easy on and off application, as you're going to see in the video. But also, the other cool thing that I found, no topper is needed. I mean, finally, the innovation is being pushed and the technology is maturing to a point where only one coat is needed. So there's no such thing as 3, 4, 5, 6 different layers that you need of this. And you don't even need to apply a maintenance topper. So we're going to dive into the test right away. So the test vehicle that we have was in many months ago for another spray on paint protection. There's no protection left on the vehicle, but we're still going to go through the entire steps to properly prepare this because, guys, prep is key. If you want to have the full properties of your ceramic coating, make sure that you fully prepare the vehicle. So we're going to first start by doing a pre-wash with a foam cannon and the pressure washer. So basically that's going to blanket the vehicle in a snow foam, lift any loose debris and dirt off the surface, allowing us to rinse that freely off the surface, always in an effort to minimize scratches and swirls during the contact wash. Next, for the contact wash, I'm using a stripping type shampoo to remove any leftover previous protection or to break down previous protection that still might be on the vehicle, although this one has nothing left. It's been over 6 or 7 months now since it had its last application. And so after that's done, we fully wash the vehicle, work top to bottom, of course, always using a safe wash method. I typically use the 2-bucket method, one bucket full of soapy water and the other one with the rinse water. And that way, again, it's to minimize scratches and swirls. Then we move on to chemical decontamination using an iron remover to remove any embedded iron particles that are in the clear coat. Typically that comes from brake dust. So essentially you spray on the wet surface, you let it dwell a bit, never let it dry on the surface, and then you rinse off. And we move on. Of course, if you have tar deposits, this is also the time to continue that chemical removal of the tar deposits with a tar remover. Those are the black dots that you might see on paint. Next step is to go ahead and do the mechanical decontamination using either a clay bar, a clay mitt, or a clay towel, and a clay lubricant. So essentially you're lifting what other contamination is left embedded in the clear coat. So to know if you need a clay stage where you're going to run your fingers on the lower parts of the vehicle, and if you feel a gritty surface, sandpaper texture like material or some grittiness, that means that it's due for a clay bar. So that's going to remove those with the lubricant. Then you fully rinse the vehicle once again. We're going to fully dry the vehicle, and now is the time to do machine polishing. So if your car has only light swirls or scratches, you can go ahead and just use a finishing polish. So basically you want to level the surface, make sure that it's true and flat, bring up the reflection, so the gloss, because that goes through machine polishing. That's the best way to have more gloss and clarity on your paint. And of course, have those colors and that metallic, if you have a metallic paint, shine even more. If you have deep swirls and scratches and heavy oxidation, you're going to first want to start with a compound stage and then finish with the polishing stage. So once you're done machine polishing the surface to your liking, don't forget we want to preserve as much clear coat as possible. You're not necessarily looking for a museum quality finish if you don't have much experience as well. So you want to get the paint looking as good as you want it to without overdoing it. And in the case of this vehicle, because it's a daily driver, it's a friend of mine, and so I gave them a free detail out of this. So again, we were not looking for a museum level finish, but just make it pop nicely enough and give it that gloss, and basically also ensure that there's no paint protection left. I have a video on that on my channel. The only way to remove a previous ceramic coating or to ensure 100% removal of freshly applied waxes or paint sealants is by mechanical abrasion, so through machine polishing. That way your paint is squeaky clean, because ceramic coatings need to bond to a virgin and clean clear coat, guys. Super important. That's how you ensure the proper bonding of the coating to the substrate, in this case the painted surfaces, and you can also apply this to glass, wheels, and your exterior plastics, by the way. They also have a ceramic coating specifically made for wheels, but I mean you can use the DS 1500 Xtreme and it works pretty well. Okay, so now is the time to do an IPA wipe down using an isopropyl alcohol mix. They have one, so DuraSlic has a version if you want to use theirs, or you can use whatever IPA that you guys want, basically a paint prep, and that will ensure that you remove any leftover polishing oils and residue from the polishing stage, because again, you want to make sure that your clear coat is squeaky clean. So very, very important. Again, I can't stress how important this is, guys. And well, at the end is the fun part, or the most simple part, because it's a breeze, guys. So this is the actual DuraSlic DS 1500 Xtreme ceramic coating application time. Pretty simple. First of all, always shake your bottle, of course, before using your ceramic coating for the first time. You want to make sure that all the formulation in there is properly, well, homogeneous, right? Next, you're going to remove the cap and apply the filter, or the supplied filter cap, on top of the bottle. So this is an added protection measure to make sure that you're only getting pure coating and no residue from the bottle on top of your applicator. And then using either a micro suede on an applicator block or a microfiber applicator pad, you go ahead and you apply this in a top to down, left to right motion or a crosshatch pattern on the surface. Try to work in 2x2 sections. So if you're not fully used with ceramic coatings, work in smaller sections. It's always a good thing. And in normal conditions, so in room temperature, roughly 20 degrees Celsius, I think that's 58 degrees Fahrenheit. I'll put that on screen if that's the case. And 40 to 45% humidity. So in a controlled environment if possible. The application is quite simple. What you're going to be looking for once you did the crosshatch pattern is to wait for it to flash, right? So anywhere from 30 seconds to 90 seconds, so about 30 seconds to a minute and a half is when this should happen in those conditions. So basically you're going to get the rainbow effect. So you're going to look at the application, and when it starts changing color, it's going to give you kind of this oil slick on water look, right? So that rainbow coloring, that's when you know it's time to wipe the coating off or level it. So we don't call that buffing because you're not buffing anything. You're basically leveling the coating. Make sure you get an even application on the surface. So for that, you're going to use a clean and dry microfiber towel for your initial wipe. And you can use either another side of that clean and dry towel or a second clean and dry towel for the final buff to make sure that you don't have any high spots. You get a pretty long working time, so there's no much stress with this. Up to 10 minutes. If you forget a spot, you can come back and correct that. So that's one thing that I liked with this product is the long working time and how easy it was to apply. So a lot of ceramic coatings when they're cheaply made, they can feel tacky on removal and they're harder to work with, so it's kind of a struggle. And the window in which they flash isn't always clear. You can get some high spots and they're tougher to work. This goes on like butter, removes super easily, and you get all that crazy gloss. You're gonna get slickness. Now, some important tips that I have for this. It is very important that you do not expose the vehicle to water or rain for at least 24 hours after the application, and it's going to continue to cure for roughly 1 to 2 weeks after the application, but after 24 hours you can drive off in the elements, no problem. Also, make sure you do not wash your vehicle for at least 7 to 14 days after you applied the ceramic coating. So 7 to 14 days without washing your vehicle or using any types of chemicals on there. You want to give it time to fully cure, right? So when it's fully cured, by the way, chemical resistance is awesome. It resists chemicals anywhere from pH 2, so on the acid side, all the way up to pH 11 on the alkaline side. So very broad range of pH resistance. It's going to dry, for those of you who care about the pencil hardness level, to a scale of 10H. So this is called a 10H coating. But the more important thing, I don't look at those stats, is the durability. So long term, we're going to be following this vehicle through the years, guys. You know I love to give you back feedback when we follow these vehicles in real time. So because this is a friend's vehicle, it's going to be easy for me to have it in for maintenance washes every now and then. And yeah, this is looking very, very promising so far, I can tell you. So you get slickness, you get gloss, UV protection, you get corrosion protection, you also get water spotting protection because of its high water contact angle that's over 105 degrees. So you're getting a lot of water beading and great water sheeting. That's the most important. So water has less of a tendency to stay on the surface, hence why you're getting almost no water spots. And if you do, they're super easy to remove. But you're also getting oleophobic properties, at least for the first time that I'm aware of. So again, protect against oily substances or oily materials or contaminants, such again as oil, as tar, even isopropyl alcohol. So great resistance, great hydrophobic properties. The vehicle is going to be super easy to wash during your maintenance washes. That's one cool thing of having a ceramic coating, is because of their inherent self-cleaning properties. That means that the vehicle doesn't clean itself, guys. That's not what that means. What it means is that it's a lot easier to wash during your maintenance washes. You're going to see the soap and the mitt is going to glide on the surface, much easier to clean. Also, it's going to look cleaner for longer because the dirt has less of a tendency to accumulate on the surface. And when it comes time to dry the vehicle, you can use either a microfiber towel or what I also like is a car dryer or a leaf blower. It's going to be a breeze, in a snap, boom, you're done and you're good to go. Typically on ceramic coatings, right, we apply a topper every 2 to 3 months to maintain the properties and to rejuvenate the coatings. Well, none is needed with this. Yes, you can still apply a silica spray sealant if you want, or an SiO2 sealant if you want to boost gloss and that kind of stuff, or you just like detailing, totally normal. It'll be still fine with this, but technically you don't need any more protection. DuraSlic also have many other products. Again, the links will be in the description under the video, including their speed coat. This is their ceramic coating booster. So again, not needed with the DS 1500 Xtreme because no topper is needed. But if you want a silica spray sealant to use as a topper to boost a bit of gloss, add even more hydrophobics, you can go ahead and do so, or you can use this as a standalone paint protectant as well. This is a very good one, guys. So the results are insane. Again, I'm gonna drop the links to this. And this is where we get to the special thing just for the Pan the Organizer subscribers. So if you want the DS 1500 Xtreme ceramic coating from DuraSlic for a limited time only, we're going to put the links in the description under the video for you guys to be able to purchase this, because normally it's only available to authorized dealers. So buy it, test it, try it out, and you're gonna see you're absolutely gonna love it. And by the way, if you love it and you're also a professional detailer, well, you can become an authorized installer, guys. So that's another cool thing. The company is really branching out and they're expanding, and this is the time. I'll leave that info once again in the description. And by the way, if you're a customer and you're not too sure of all the steps, or you're unsure of the procedure, or just don't have enough experience to do this, well, don't worry. You can reach out to an authorized dealer of the DuraSlic coatings and they'll take care of you, by the way. Great network of installers. The company prides itself on training their people and their installers at a very, very high level so they can educate their customers as well. I was talking to a few of their installers and I could tell they have great pride. So they like to bring the customer in when it's time for their first maintenance wash and explain to them how easy it is to take care of their vehicle from now on once it's coated, and also give them all the tips, all the tricks, and the proper washing and drying methods to take care of their prized possessions, right? So yeah, if you want to become a customer, there's a bunch of authorized installers near you. Again, links in the description. And if you want to become an installer, well, you can. And I'm super happy. This coating, I think, is going to be one of the best ones. Will it win, by the way, the 2021 Pan the Organizer Car Detailing Products Awards in its category? You're going to have to stay tuned to find out. Of course, I want to do long-term testing on this, but like I say, so far so good. One coat is needed, that's it. Up to 7 years of protection. You don't need any topper. It protects against water, gives you hydrophobic properties, oleophobic properties, protects against the UV rays, protects against contamination, against chemicals, gives you corrosion protection, gives you gloss. I mean, it's everything in the most advanced coating package to my knowledge, so you guys can have a deep dive or a foray inside the professional coating market. It's available to the Pan the Organizer subscribers. By the way, I want to thank Josh and all the team over at DuraSlic for sponsoring this video and making all of this possible. Yeah, hats off to you guys. You came up with an awesome product. I spoke with their chemists because, by the way, they blend their own chemicals in-house, and yeah, pretty smart chemists over there at DuraSlic. So I think they came out with something that definitely amazed me. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video, by the way. Again, all the links and the important information in the description under the video for you guys to check them out. If you want to enjoy more videos like these, you have to make sure to click the subscribe button that's found under this video. And that way you'll subscribe to my channel and never miss my future videos. If you enjoyed this and you like the fact that I'm hooking you guys up with these special promos, smash the thumbs up button to show me your support. And in the meantime, guys, don't forget, keep it tight, keep it clean, and I'll see you on the next one.